Welcome to today's graduation ceremony for the conferral of awards for the University of Queensland. Before the ceremony commences, I have a few items of housekeeping. In adherence with Queensland's COVID-19 restrictions, we request that all guests remain in their assigned seats throughout the ceremony and practice safe personal and hand hygiene. Sanitising stations are located throughout the venue. When moving around the venue and upon exiting, you are kindly asked to wear your masks and maintain social distancing where possible. Please notify staff if you become unwell with COVID-19 symptoms during the ceremony. The capacity of the room adheres to the industry framework for COVID-safe events in Queensland. In the unlikely event of an emergency, please exit via the rear or side doors and assemble at the swimming pool car park. You are welcome to take photos of the graduates, but please avoid flash photography as it may interfere with the professional photography. We also ask that you remain seated when you take photos to avoid obstructing the view of others. Today's ceremony is being recorded. In the coming weeks, you will be able to purchase footage of the ceremony to relive this momentous event. Photographs of each graduate walking across the stage can be purchased from Silver Rose Photography in the Great Court or the Mickey Building immediately after the ceremony. Silver Rose Photography can also take professional photographs for you. Finally, please ensure that your mobile phones are switched off or on silent. Today is a celebration, so please feel free to applaud and acknowledge each recipient as they walk across the stage. Graduands, as a UQ graduate and alumnus, your relationship with the university does not end today. We encourage you to stay connected with the university by following the UQ alumni and UQ Young Alumni social media accounts. You are invited to the Great Court following the ceremony to enjoy celebrations, including refreshments, photography, flowers, live entertainment, plaques, engraving, and framing. Graduands, you should have received a token for a free drink and snack in your program booklet. I now invite you all to stand for the entrance of the academic procession. Please remain standing until they take their seats on stage.
Please be seated. Chancellor, I acknowledge the traditional owners and their custodianship of the lands on which we meet today and pay my respect to their ancestors and their descendants. The University of Queensland was founded in the year 1909 by an Act of the Queensland Parliament. Since that date, it has been customary for the university to gather together for the conferral of degrees, diplomas and certificates. May I now invite Professor Tim Dunn, Pro-Vice Chancellor, to welcome the graduates and guests.
Good morning, everyone. Before I start my tribute to our students, I would like to formally acknowledge the traditional owners and their custodianship of the lands on which we meet today and pay my respects to their ancestors and their descendants. Mr. Peter Varghese, AO, Chancellor, Members of Senate, Dr. Mark Jacobs, Guest Speaker, Mr. Christopher De Vos, Valedictorian, graduands, members of staff, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Senate of the University of Queensland and members of staff, I am delighted to welcome you all here this morning. Graduation ceremonies are key events in our annual calendar, so I'm very pleased that we can once again host them at UQ. Graduates, today we celebrate your success and we offer you our very warm congratulations on your achievements. You are undoubtedly the star performers here today. But there is another group that deserves our acknowledgement: your parents, your families, your friends and your supporters, who've been with you one way or another throughout your studies. So, graduates, can I ask you now to please stand and look towards your loved ones, that's the people behind you, and offer them a big round of applause. Thank you. Thank you, graduates, and thank you for choosing to invest some of your best years of life studying here at UQ. As you have all discovered, studying is hard work. It requires focus, motivation, and sacrifice. I have no doubt that you can all recall moments when it seemed too much. The nerve-wracking exams, the all-nighters finishing assignments, the all-nighters not finishing assignments. Not to mention the unique set of challenges presented by studying during a global pandemic. But you have all succeeded, and you are now graduates of a university that ranks in the top 50 universities on the global stage, and there are well in excess of 10,000 universities worldwide. I'm not good at maths, but that means you're in a very good place. As a university, we aspire to provide you with knowledge leadership for a better world. Or in much older language, etched into the sandstone of the Great Court, UQ aspires to be a place of light, liberty, and learning. The power of light is evident at our newly opened Warwick Solar Farm, a facility that's already providing real leadership in renewable energy research and education. And it shines through in our work on possible vaccine candidates for COVID-19, into new treatments for the virus and better methods of detecting community outbreaks. The power of learning is all around us. To give one example, UQ won more Indigenous grants awarded by the Australia Research Council than any other university. Such achievements are, of course, very pleasing. But it's the quality and the impact of our graduates that go to the very heart of our reputation as a university. For UQ, this includes leaders, entrepreneurs, and change makers across all fields of endeavour, such as Professors Paul Young, Trent Munro, and Keith Chappell from the Faculty of Science, the team that led UQ's COVID-19 vaccine project. It also includes Dr. Sean Parsons, UQ graduate in Science and Medicine, whose Brisbane-based biotech firm, Illume, has just been awarded a contract of $300 million by the US Department of Defense to ramp up production of its COVID-19 home test kits. Dr. Vivian Chan, CEO and co-founder of Sparrow, a London-based startup company that combines human and artificial intelligence to make science more discoverable, understandable, and shareable. Vivian graduated from UQ with a bachelor's in biotech. Catherine Fagg, a chemical engineer graduate and former Reserve Bank board member, who is now director of National Australia Bank. And Andrew Liveris, former chairman and chief executive of the Dow Chemical Company. Andrew graduated in ChemEng from UQ. He's not only an engineer, he is a truly inspiring business leader, so much so that in 2020, he led the Prime Minister's Manufacturing Task Force. You might be thinking at this point, what have I got in common with these luminaries? The investment you have made in your own education will continue to reward you throughout your life, as it has the individuals I've just mentioned. The knowledge and skills you've gained will put you at a distinct advantage as you apply for jobs today and into the future. You will stand out in a global workforce eager for your expertise, your analytical capability, and your ability to apply knowledge and science to solve real-world problems. But it goes much further. Both the university and our graduates must be respected and trusted for the role that we play in promoting critical inquiry. During your time at UQ, you have been at a place where knowledge, ideas, and views are forged and challenged through free and open debate. This here is what John Stuart Mill called in the early 19th century a marketplace of ideas, where ideas are free and respectfully exchanged for the betterment of humankind. So I hope that you are leaving us feeling that your aspirations and your worldviews have been shaped by and enhanced through your university experience. As former US Ambassador to Australia, Geoffrey Blythe, so eloquently put it, universities have a responsibility, and I quote, to help us see the future and prepare future generations to succeed in it. That is what a great education gives you. The capacity to think differently, to debate the big issues, to question the practices and views that inhibit change, and to question sometimes yourself and those around you. Never underestimate your capacity to make a difference. We need you to make the very best of your education, because we are at an inflection point in our history. The global recovery from the pandemic is front of mind, but it is certainly not the only challenge facing governments and peoples across the world. We must continue to address the inequalities and disadvantage that persist in our societies and communities. We must negotiate the social consequence of rapid technological change. And of course, we must limit the damage caused by climate change. These challenges are not insignificant, but as I look around, I see nothing but optimism. You have the capacity to help shape the future, not just for yourselves, but for others. Rise to the occasion, take up the challenge, and most importantly, enjoy the journey. And never forget that UQ, your alma mater, will always be here for you. Again, my warmest congratulations to you all. We are proud of each and every one of you. We know that you will become the change that you want to see in the world, to borrow a phrase of President Obama, which he said in this very hall in 2014. You've enriched our community during your time here, and you will always be part of our community and our legacy. And as you make your way out of university life, know that you are an esteemed company joining some 300,000 UQ alumni from more than 170 countries. On behalf of all my colleagues, I congratulate you wholeheartedly and wish you the very best for the future. Today is your day. Enjoy it safely and be as proud of yourself as we are of you. Thank you. Chancellor, I submit to you a roll call of candidates. I ask you to acknowledge the awards conferred upon the graduates whose names appear on this roll.
On behalf of the University Senate, I'm pleased to acknowledge all graduates have fulfilled the conditions prescribed for their respective degrees, diplomas and certificates. May I personally and on behalf of the University Senate extend to each and all of you our warmest congratulations and best wishes for every success in the future.
Chancellor, the Doctor of Philosophy and Professional Doctorates are prestigious academic awards and are the culmination of a period of intense research by candidates. I now present to you the Doctor of Philosophy and Professional Doctorate graduates able to attend this ceremony. Doctor of Philosophy, Kylie Agnew Francis. Fariba Asadi. Edward Mark Rafter Barry. Stacey Rihanna Bartlett. Joel Anthony Boyd. Nayara Braga Emidio. Yuan Zhao Cao. Amy Chan. Charmaine Ensulescu. Denise Erdekin. Harrison Evans. Louise Forster. Dasun Gunasingh. Sumasari Buntapali. Joshua Samuel Harbord. Anka Herring. Harrison Hodge. Yu Hung. Columbo Jayawardena. Kieran Lawson. Ian Levitt. Jiang Ling. Alejandra Lopez Galan. Faith Elizabeth Nanyonga. Rucha Pandit. Gregoire Philippe. Mohammed Habibur Rahman. Kai Sempert. Sohan Shrestha. Bronwyn Smithies. Neha Soni. Isabella Stone. Kiran Thapaliya. Fernanda Santos Tomas. Xuan Bin To. Alice Twomey. Javier Uriola Saksik. Felicitas Vernon. Yue Wu. Zhou Yui Xiong. Mai Xiao. Doctor of Biotechnology, Shamanika Shihani Konara. Maria Juliana Oyola Losada.
Chancellor, each year at this time, the University of Queensland recognises its graduates who have achieved outstanding academic merit. Chancellor, I present to you the graduate able to attend this ceremony for the award of University Medal for Outstanding Scholarship. Bachelor of Science with Honours Class 1, Alicia Kirk.
Chancellor, I present to you the graduates able to attend this ceremony within the Faculty of Engineering, Architecture, and Information Technology. Master of Engineering, Yan Lu. Irving Magala. Anash Nandawa. Rosario Perez. Jagrat Shah. Yaping Song. Weizhi Wu. Yao Zhu. Jia Kang Yu. Junyi Zhang. Master of Engineering Science, Ji Giangling. Master of Integrated Water Management, Anthony Canaris. Master of Petroleum Engineering, Raja Ahmed Adi Raja Azman. Honja Ramana Andrabi. Master of Sustainable Energy, Sakutur Bayar Sakan. Lucy Burke. Sergio Alfredo Chapa Martinez. Jonathan Mendez Gonzalez. Master of Sustainable Energy Management, Caroline Claire Castro. Daniel Nito Martinez. Bachelor of Engineering and Master of Engineering with Honors Class 1, Vishnu Avudan Nargara. G2 George. Christy Hadron. Anton Pinar. Bachelor of Engineering and Master of Engineering with Honors, Alexander Thomas. Yunlai Zhe. McKay Webster. Bachelor of Engineering with Honors Class 1, Jeru Chen. Kylan Graham. Max Howell. Mimi Huber. Lee J. Lee. Yang Lee. Katie Parosco. Mohammed Faz Rosali. Georgia Sartor. Christina Strutzik. Caitlin Welsh. Bachelor of Engineering with Honors, Mohammed Ahmed Adli Ab Ghaffar. Nur Amira Abdul Aziz. Nur Damia Izzati Azedmi. Adrian Barclay. Antonio Batif. Bandar Gamal Abduhaq Bashir. Chi Nur Askin Suryu Hada Bitin Chi Dalim. Nur Hadaya Bitin Idris. Nur Leila Nahava Biti Muhammad Nasser. Nurma Zantan Akma Bitin Muhammad Basler. Shahida Biti Salih. Niru Hidayah Bitin Sobiri. Jun Kit Choi. Thomas Clark. Benjamin Davis. Amy Ewan. Kayla George. Priti Hasmukh Jihaga. Mackenzie Griffiths. Lachlan Harrison. Kelsey Holmager. Haliman Bashira Kamaru Zaman. Chloe Lahit. Lei Pucha. Miriam Mohammed. Olivia McLaughlin. Roberto Menena. Asawari Farukia. Ashni Roger Tiran. Romanik Romanus. Michaela Rushan. Jesse Rutkati. Siti Norfatan Biti S. Muhammad Sazali. Edi Daneli Nakidin Shamishuri. Singaram Somasundrama. Timothy Word. Yuki Yao. And then Nur Damir Azami. Bachelor of Engineering, Benjamin Lindsay. Bachelor of Engineering with Honors and Bachelor of Business Management, Hazel Yavi. Keenan Rankin. Bachelor of Engineering with Honors Class 1 and Bachelor of Commerce, Prudence Burnett. Theo Moose. Riley O'Donnell. Lucy Paniza. Bachelor of Engineering with Honors and Bachelor of Commerce, Richard McFall. Bachelor of Engineering and Bachelor of Commerce, Madeline Hanoran. Bachelor of Engineering with Honors, Kanisa Agrita Saragi. Bachelor of Engineering with Honors and Bachelor of Economics, Daniel McLinry. Bachelor of Engineering and Bachelor of Economics, Sarah Thompson. Bachelor of Engineering with Honors and Bachelor's of Biotechnology with Honors Class 1, Pippa McKinstry. Ian Peterson. Bachelor of Engineering with Honors and Bachelor of Mathematics, Michelle Kean. Bachelor of Engineering with Honors and Bachelor of Science, James Stats.
Chancellor, I now have great pleasure in inviting Mr. Christopher DeVos, Bachelor of Science with First Class Honours of this university, representing the graduates, to present the valedictory address.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, members of Senate, guest speaker, academic staff of the university, distinguished guests, my fellow graduates, and members of the audience. When I was first given the honour of writing this speech, I thought it might be nice to have a joke to open with, something good to set the tone. Eventually, after much success, I was forced to go to a less than ideal source of advice for this, my younger brother. Upon asking him, he turned, looked me in the eye and said, "Chris, you don't need a joke for your speech. You are the joke." So, with those pertinent words ringing in my ears, I stand before you today truly humbled and grateful for the opportunity. To my fellow graduates, I'm sure you've all heard it so many times today and you'll hear it again, but sincerely, congratulations. You are all here because you thoroughly deserve to be. Your hard work, your diligence, and your perseverance have all paid off, and you and those important to you should be truly proud of your achievement. Whilst the certificates we receive may be largely identical for many of us, our university experiences have been unique and personal. All of us have faced and conquered our own challenges, whether it be attending 8 a.m. lectures, submitting assignments at the last minute, caffeinating through late-night thesis writing sessions, or my personal nightmare, surviving horrifically awkward tutorial icebreakers. Reflect upon and celebrate these moments today. For as difficult as they were at the time, they've all molded us into the individuals here now. For overcoming these challenges, I want to express to you again my sincerest congratulations, but more than that, my pride to be part of such an impressive and resilient graduating class. However, before your heads get too big for those fancy new hats, I implore you to remember and appreciate those who have made your journey to today possible. Whether they sit with us or not, your family, your friends, or your loved ones deserve endless thanks for the times they listened, they cared, or they were just there for you in whatever way you needed. Today is as much a celebration of your achievement as it is a reflection of their tireless support. Personally, I want to thank my wonderful family and friends who support me every day, all the academic staff and lecturers of UQ who have taught me so much over my years, but most importantly and above all, I want to thank Wikipedia. You were always there when I needed you. Finally, it would be remiss of me to ignore the elephant in the room. COVID has drastically altered our society, and it has also brought science, or more broadly STEM, to the forefront of many people's daily lives who would have otherwise had no reason to be interested. The spread of misinformation and the subsequent distrust in scientific knowledge that has accompanied this change can often be disheartening. However, I believe, as I hope you do too, that science or technology or engineering, whatever you study, at their core are about helping others. Patience, enthusiasm, and a desire to make a positive impact in this world are far more powerful tools than deception can ever be. With this degree, you are no longer the young scientists or engineers of tomorrow, but those of today. So create change, own the unknown, make sure to drink lots of water, and I wish you all the very best for your future endeavours. Thank you.
Chancellor, I'm pleased to introduce the School of Music String Quartet to play Minuet from String Quartet No. 2, Sunrise, by Franz Josef Haydn.
Chancellor, on behalf of the Executive Dean of the Faculty of Engineering, Architecture and Information Technology, Bachelor of Engineering with Honours, Nahashifa Ahmed. Chancellor, I present to you the graduates able to attend this ceremony within the Faculty of Science. Master of Bioinformatics, Hewa Gadaga Aja Sitaja Wajasingi. Master of Bioinformatics Research Extensive, Jeren Chung. Master of Biotechnology, Luma Abdul Wahid. Anessa Arif. Bakang Baloy. Harsha Sunil Chabria. Lishin Sui. Injong Jung. Nista Kashap. Deepika Kativil Kasturi. Karen Rodriguez Martinez. Priyanka Sen. Bismita Samal. Krishna Braviv Kumar Senjalia. Jing Yao Shah. Jawed Zhou. Simin Zhou. Master of Biotechnology Research Extensive, Wan Lin Chung. Ming Cheng. Harika Chaturi. Joyosmita Das. Yashaswini Janadhanan. Shungshu Yung. Advarit Kayal. Yao Chin. Sumida Set. Yin Yang. Xiao Yang. Yan Zhang. Master of Magnetic Resonance Technology, Rachel Anstey. Anna Gosper. Master of Molecular Biology, Sonia Arya. Darwin da Costa Guevara. Mengxing Dong. Nicholas Dudson. Master of Molecular Biology Research Extensive, Tanisha Shiret Hahuja. Xin Gao. Zheyu Lo. Zhangqi Luo. Udhaya Nedonchitian. Sam Nettlefield. Shachi Chen. Madhusha Ranjan Kumar. Changong Wong. Bachelor of Advanced Science with Honours Class 1, Lauren Bader. Emily Cooper. Alexandria Harris. William Hunt. Samuel Lawless. Lachlan Packman. Bachelor of Biotechnology with Honours Class 1, Zhangshen Ang. Lachlan Gilmartin. Sarah Hickson. Pierre-Paul Fetmuni. Supan Ranawera. Sigyo Shao. Choyi Su. Tatsuyoshi Takagi. Aichen Teo. Chloe Zishank. Bachelor of Biotechnology with Honours, Shriyaya Anduga. Bachelor of Science with Honours Class 1, Lauren Carpenter. Laura Coe. Christopher DeVos. Jose Daniel Gonzalez Jaramillo. Taris Lau. Ria Master. Nathan McMahon. Georgia Nelson. Chelsea Smith. Alexandra Tabret. Mark Watson. Sung Yu. Zila Jong. Bachelor of Science with Honours, Goshin Yu Koko. Perry Newman. Bachelor of Science, Vanessa Alamin. Sama Alva. Joshua Bremner. Marley Chia. Samuel Davis. Rowan Elson Green. Israel Carlo Escano. Casey Findlay. Jaden Hansen. Emily Hardcastle. Teresa Harris. Amineth Isum. Mohammed Mahamud al-Islam. Brendan Tatenda Jerry. Ibrahim Haridullah Khan. Glenn Lamb. Isabeau Law. Anfang Lee. Yu Jun James Lien. Hannah Lindsay. Caroline Liu. Lillian Ma. Neve Notley. Yi Pang. Thomas Paulson. Sean Rick. Abby Roberts. Lachlan Smith. Lauren Stronach. Alan Sunil. Abby Yates.
Chancellor, I now have great pleasure in inviting Dr. Mark Jacobs, Bachelor of Science with First Class Honours, Graduate Diploma in Environmental Management and Doctor of Philosophy of this university, to address the graduates.
Chancellor, Acting Vice-Chancellor, members of Senate, members of staff, distinguished guests, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. Could I also acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we gather and pay my respects to their elders past, present and emerging. Christopher, what a hard act to follow. Well said on behalf of your colleagues, and I know your parents and family would be very proud of that. It is truly a privilege and an honour to be invited back here for this special event, your graduation. Let me start by congratulating you on the successful journey through the University of Queensland. It's a time to celebrate the accomplishment and the knowledge that you've gained. It's also a time to look to the future and start to think about where it will lead you. With the situation that we currently find ourselves in, impacted by the unprecedented COVID-19 pandemic, the future may seem uncertain, but I wanted to reassure you that your education has primed you just for this moment. Many of you in this room, all of you in this room, are now scientists or engineers. Welcome to the team. I remember my graduation quite clearly. Professor Peter Andrews spoke, and as it turned out, I started working in his lab 6 months later at the Centre for Drug Design and Development. That was one of the precursor centres to the Institute for Molecular Bioscience. By that stage, Peter had already founded or co-founded half a dozen biotech companies, 2 of which had drugs on the market, and he had established several major research institutes. A few years later, when I started my career in government, I again worked with Peter when he became the state's first chief scientist. I learnt a lot from Peter. His worldview was that change makers, that is, the people who are addressing and meeting the grand economic, social and environmental challenges of our time, they had some key characteristics in common. And first and foremost of these was that they had an education. You are graduating with that first foundation, the core specialist skills of the trade. Virtually all of the quality jobs in the knowledge economy will require certain scientific or mathematical skills. Back then, Peter's vision was that we needed to tackle the planet's biggest challenges. Many still remain today, addressing climate change, overcoming economic crises, building more inclusive societies. Eliminating AIDS has been replaced by the COVID-19. We were inspired by the Chuck Feeneys, Bill Gates and Elon Musks. Earlier, I heard some more names. How great it is that you can add the likes of Paul Young, Keith Chappell and Trent Munro to your list of inspirational leaders. Paul and co have that epic ambition to change the world for the better too, to head off that next pandemic. And I have no doubt that there are people in this room, in front of me, who we will read about in the news or hear about from friends or colleagues, or have the opportunity to collaborate with on remarkable new developments that will take Queensland and indeed Australia forward. Graduates, you have the chance to make your mark on the world. When I had some career choices to make, Peter Andrews' best advice to me was to find a job that you enjoy. He backed my decisions and he emphasised the importance of not having any regrets. Makes sense? But I thought, was it that simple? Didn't I need a 5-year, 10-year or even 20-year plan? For me, the answer was no. I had some initial ideas and a rough plan, but then I was prepared to be flexible. Graduates, my advice to you is to identify what you most enjoy doing in your chosen field. To date, your education has exposed you to a variety of choices, but as you enter the workforce, you will discover even more opportunities. Your challenge is to figure out how to make a career out of the jobs you like most. So keep your options open, follow what interests you, and see where it takes you. That is a key to success. Another suggestion is to gain as much feedback as you possibly can from people you trust. Be gracious when someone gives you advice or an alternative view, and receive it as an opportunity for personal growth. One thing COVID-19 has taught us is to expect the unexpected. In 2020, we have all had to pivot, adapt, be agile. You as students, you've had to distance learn, be resilient, be flexible. You faced one of the toughest years of any student, that any student has had to get to where you are now. That versatility and adaptability are qualities that will make you well prepared for the workforce. Now, the world has a new appreciation for science. There's no doubt about it. There is a need for more scientists and engineers. You are now part of that team, the ones who will work to find solutions to the grand challenges we are facing. So congratulations and good luck in making your mark on the world. Thank you.
Chancellor, that concludes the formal proceedings for this afternoon. On behalf of the Dean of the Graduate School and the Executive Deans of the Faculty of Engineering, Architecture and Information Technology and the Faculty of Science, I invite the graduates and their guests to join us for further celebrations in the marquees, a short distance away in the Great Court. On behalf of the University, I wish all our new graduates every success as you embark on the next stage of your careers and invite you to join the academic procession as it leaves the hall. Guests are asked to remain in their seats until directed by the ushers. In accordance with our COVID event safe plan, guests are requested to wear masks when exiting the venue. Members of the audience are now requested to stand for the departure of the academic procession.